We sit in the sun and wait. We sleep and we dream. Each of us dying slowly in the prison of our mind.
Ba-da-dum. Hello. Hi. How you guys doing? Womp 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 womp. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, lean stream. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, points at you. Points at you. Glue awake? Oh my gosh, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do to glue? I'm just kidding. I know you stay up late a lot of the time. Hello, Doctor and CJ and Bepsi. Let me get that image for you. And hi, Hitsip and Momo and Milk Toast. Oh my god, Bepsi, this is probably... Honestly, this is like one of the most... This is probably one of the most gas lady shitpost images you've ever sent. Oh my lord. So silly. Hi, Nito. Hello. Good to see you, Nito. You finished up the talent show. Oh, I thought you guys were still on the last one. What, Mia? What? What happened? What happened at the post office when I wasn't looking? Where's the pie that needs shepherding? I'm right here. I'm right here. Shepherd me, please. Shepherd me, please. There was a redeem I thought about adding today, but now I'm like nervous. Ugh. Okay, I guess I'll close that window. I don't know what Train Man's doing, but I can't actually I can't properly lurk the guy. Zap, meow, zap, meow, zap. That means I can finally share my talent with the rest of you guys. Yeah, you can. It is cute that you didn't want to spoil anyone, but I feel like not that many people from Akko's community are like in the Discord. Like even though we're homies, I feel like there's a significant amount of people that like don't cross over. Redeem, you say? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Has anyone here ever used an epilator? An epilator. What do you guys think of those? Is this the music that plays when I murder someone with a screwdriver and take their skin? I think this is actually from an expansion of Celeste. But maybe Pepsi, maybe. Akko made us all sign a 50-page NDA.
Hi.
Really? That doesn't sound like Akko. Maybe Aoi would do that though. It hurts like fuck, but smooth skin. I used to until I got a wax machine. Ooh, you have one of those thingies that like warms up the little pellets, and then you take the stick and you put it on your skin. I've never done waxing. It always felt like too much of a chore. Cause like I only really try to smooth out like my arms and my chest for like special occasions. You know, like that one picture you've probably seen of me, and like conventions and stuff like that. Pepsi question mark? There's literally nothing wrong with it? I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. It's definitely a freaking gaslighty shitpost though, which we appreciate here in general. Hello Mako. Hi Darren. I'm doing okay. overall, you might be able to hear like a scratch in my voice. I promise I'm not doing that on purpose. Ironically, I called in sick today because I feel like I just haven't had an extra day off in a while and I needed some rest. But somehow I feel worse now than when I woke up. I did go outside, which I do, like, I mean, I go outside regularly, so that's not impressive, but I mean, I don't usually go outside on my days off. Just use a good old razor. Yeah, but then the hair grows back too fast, CJ, you know what I mean? Razor's fine for like, like I use a trimmer on my face to get the hair like really short, and then I shave because I don't want my shaver to get full of like thick long hairs. But I mean, like shaving anywhere else, it just doesn't feel worth it. If I try to shave like say my thigh, I mean, most of that hair is like back in like under a week. You shave with a gun? Are you shaving? What are you shaving? Are you shaving off the bourgeoisie from the milk, from the cream? Are you taking the cream off of the crop? What's wrong, Mako? Why are you ellipsizing me? And hi, Princess. Hello. I almost instinctively did the like wave command at you, but this model doesn't have a wave. I could do this. I could be like, oh, oh, hello. Oh. I don't have a wave though. Using a razor is a bitch and it grows back, but I can't be bothered to buy anything fancier. See, I'm even less fancy than that because the trimmer I use doesn't feel fancy because it's one of those trimmers with like, you know, like a flat. It's just like it's got a flat end with basically one blade that moves back and forth really fast. So it doesn't get all the way down to the skin. It goes like really close, but you can always see like a tiny bit of stubble. And I mean, if I'm not going anywhere nice, that's all I really need. Lip seizing me what? What do you mean lip seizing? Did I say lip seizing? I don't think I did. Peut-être tu ne m'as pas entendu proprement. Maybe you didn't hear me right. Also, hello Mara. Hi. Sorry, I didn't. I know I like read what you said, but I didn't say hi. Hi. Ah. Did I miss anybody? Jimmy. Jimmy. Are you still there, Jimmy? Hello, Jimmy. I coincidentally just shaved my legs today and used a trimmer for like that for the first time. It's much faster than, yeah. I mean, if I wanted to, I could get a good trimmer. Like, you know, one of those ones with all like the blades that are embedded and it's got those circular heads that help you get like really close to the skin. But I just don't really bother. I know this is gonna sound maybe surprising to you guys, but like I don't have the time or energy to deal with my legs, which is one of the reasons I like socks so much. It's not just like the feeling of the socks, it's also the obfuscation of what's underneath. You really recommend investing in a wax machine? Maybe I could for like maybe I could for like my chest or something. Because like when I am doing stuff like my chest for special occasions, I'll pull out the Nair, because the Nair actually does. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of Nair, but it's worked for me most of the time. Just use Gorilla Glue and man, your skin must be really tough. Jean-Paul Marat. Who is that? You just said it Muppet. No, I did not. I don't think I said the words lip seizing. I might have said something that sounded like that, but I don't. Do you guys know what Mako was saying? I don't think I said that. Mara didn't Jupiter and instantly type because she. Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to use the Germa Jupiter if you don't wanna. Yeah, I know people aren't a big fan of Nair, but I would say it works for me most of the time. I just need to kind of do a tiny bit of shaving afterwards for like, you know, like maybe tiny spots that didn't work. But the other reason I don't really bother with my legs in general is I'm just too hairy in general. And I'm not willing to wax or trim or shave like certain areas. So it's like it's better that I leave the hair the way it is, cuz like I don't know, imagine you're like, I don't know. I know this is just aesthetics. But like imagine you're with somebody and like their legs are perfectly shaven, but like their gooch and their ass isn't shaved. Like they would just look ridiculous, right? The hair in those areas would stand out even more. Hi Nano. Hi Beans. Hello Beans. What did you what did you guys? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, you scared me. I thought you did something else. We're big hello now. Thank you for the bits. Hello. Thank you, Nano. Good evening. I think I know for Glue it would be probably good morning. And for you it's good good afternoon. Gotcha. Personally, I think evening doesn't start till 6 p.m. Thank you for shoutouts to the Deadlocker. The Nanouder. That's true, you did do a cover of that. Sadly, I was in the shower and I didn't get to hear. But if you post it in the Discord, I can listen to it another time. Guten Morgen. No, that would be German, CJ. I'm 99% sure you knew that, but you're just messing with me. Nano, you play on Deadlock. I don't know anyone's name on Deadlock, but I'm sure some of you do know those things. I need this lore? Wait, what lore? Did I like, am I hiding something? Is there lore you need? Also, Mako, I'm glad you're not like upset or anything, but I am still genuinely confused. I almost want to like go listen to the VOD like right now. Hi Jimmy, welcome back. I almost want to like listen to the VOD to like try to figure out what you heard, because I didn't talk about lips. The what mod? Bit of Silver 2 with a Deadlock has mods? What? I figured as like a live service multiplayer game that wouldn't you like get in trouble for mods? What? Game banana. Oh god, what do we have here? God damn. Holy crap, that thigh looks like it weighs as much as I do. Oh boy. That's a big thigh. God damn, Nano. TF2 has mods? I guess oh, you're right, maybe like because TF2 doesn't have, like, even though it is a live service multiplayer game, it doesn't like have a professional competitive league, does it? Yeah, I guess you guys are right. Until Deadlock goes like full release and there's like people that worry about that kind of like modification of the game, I guess it doesn't matter yet. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense now. Wait, whoa, Bepsi, is that a line from the game? Is that a line from the game, Bepsi? Oh. Yeah, push-ups. I've been doing push-ups again. Speaking of, I feel like all these years of being a mailman has reduced my upper body, and I want to get some of that back. Also, because if I make certain parts of my upper body thicker, it'll like create the it'll help create the illusion that my waist is smaller than it really is. It's from Maroon 5's Animals. What? Oh, I honestly forgot that song. It goes like what? Like animals, animals, like animals. I don't know any other lyrics, to be honest. Disco emo, yeah, because Volition is like, I don't know. I mean, I would definitely not call myself an expert on Disco Elysium, but I thought Volition sounded pretty based most of the time. So when I found a Volition emote on 7TV, I was like, everyone else uses pretty like typical things for the word based, so I thought I would go unique on it and make Volition based. I don't think anyone else has ever done that. I'm an innovator, if you will. Sometimes. There's a few competitive leagues. Yeah, but with the like Nano said, it's like if the game is still in alpha, then I mean, you know, it's not going to be a huge deal. This isn't like CS or Val, where like people are competing for like tens of thousands of dollars all the time, right? I hope. Is that a thing in Deadlock already? Are there like already like competitive global leagues? Disco Elysium. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Glue. I'm not an expert. I did enjoy watching people play, but I wouldn't consider myself like super knowledgeable. What else did I miss? I definitely missed something. Furry Billy. Oh, like Billy isn't normally a furry, but you made Billy a furry. Jeez, these modders are going crazy with it, huh? Rather would be good. Good morning would be CJ. Good morning, like more literally, would be bon matin, BON space MATIN, and I mean some people say that, but I would say it's rare. Most people would just say bonjour, yes, which translates more like good day. It doesn't necessarily imply the morning. Does anyone in France say bon matin, Glue? Or is that just a French Canadian thing? MATIN. No, okay, so that maybe that's just like a local thing. It definitely wasn't normal. I would say I only heard it occasionally, but I did hear it sometimes. We don't call it tournament. We call it playing :33. What? Huh? Oh, the Deadlock International's beaten. Oh. You're so cute when you're funny, Bepsi. Did you know that? Speaking of Bepsi, did you guys know that Bepsi streamed the other day? Wow. Bepsi streamed the other day. He was playing Far, Far West. I couldn't really tell what was going on sometimes, but he looked like he was having fun. Bepsi streams? I would say it's rare, but it does happen occasionally. I don't even know what Twitch is. Meanwhile, Bepsi's probably like, I don't know. Do you mod for anyone else, Bepsi? I feel like you definitely could. I've never seen Bepsi stream. Well, I mean, did you wait, no, that's not true. You were there in the chat, Eog. You motherfucker. You thought I forgot. You thought I forgot. You thought I forgot. I don't think so. There is one way to check, right? You go to, how do you, oh, I know how to check this. It's like, oh, is it like, yeah, okay, if you go to the community tab on your stream manager, Bepsi, so for it would just be like so in this space where I'm gonna put a bunch of X's, you would put your name there, and then you can see like how many people have you as a moderator, as a lead moderator, as an editor, or even a business manager, which is like a somewhat new role they've added to Twitch. I haven't looked into it because I'm not I have no need for a business manager. I have no need for a business manager. Je n'ai pas besoin de ce putain dans ma vie. But yeah, that's a thing. Let's see. I currently mod for 3 people. I thought I modded for. Oh yeah. Okay, wait. I was gonna say I thought I modded for 5, and I know why one of those is gone. But then I was like, wait, who was the 4th? And then I thought to myself, maybe I'm just a VIP there, because I'm not sure now. But yeah, I mod for 3 people technically. One of them hardly ever streams. You should make me your business manager. You can manage the business that you know, comes out of my farts if you want. I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean. It's just too funny sometimes. Eog, you definitely do mod. I think at least 2 places actually. Don't you mod for Snarler and P? I think. Although you've like removed your own mod from P's channel like 8 times now, but I think you're a mod right now. Then this is not a call to action. You don't need to do the funny again. Although it is up to you. What the fuck? I say I'll get you driving an F1 event. Yeah, I don't want to drive an F1 car. But what the hell? I'm deleting the channel. You're not my business manager. You can't do anything. Hi, Chef. Hello, Chef. Welcome in. I hope you enjoyed Akko's, or I should say Owie's stream. Who is Snarler? Your lord and savior from the Scandinavian lands of Gnometopia. I actually don't know what Snarler, like, in lore calls where she's from, besides Sweden. Also, don't forget your laundry, guys. Don't forget your fucking laundry. Don't forget. Sverige? Yeah. Visita här i Dantam, spela lite Dota. It moves to boost the creeper, and the moves to make me liquor. Or something like that. That's and hello to you too, Mouse. Hello, and a hello to you too. Don't. Don't forget we also have XDX here. If you want to make your comment extra cheesy. Also, hello Google Docky. Welcome into the channel. I don't know why your picture is Minecraft Steve, because like that meme is like dead, but but hello, hi. I hear people used to like make you do a lot of work. Thankfully, hopefully you've been getting some time off. I feel like Google Docies are like kind of on the way out. I had multiple. I'm sorry, Mouse. I'm sorry. It kind of looks like I lost my eye in a fight. Okay, I see. I'm sorry, Mouse. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you say something so crazy. I'm really. When you guys, I'm just not used to you guys being busy. I know. For some people, this is not that busy, but I'm just not the best. I'm just not the best out there, you know? I try. Don't be afraid to say something again if I missed it. We're at 14 signatures. Well, it's certainly better than less than 14. But unless you're really lucky, I don't know. Has Snarler not been posting it up on her stream to like get like viewers to watch it or sign it? Because I feel like that voice actor isn't even gonna notice unless you have like thousands of signatures. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. Stop that. I also don't know what that says, CJ. I don't speak Swedish, but you've been around for a long time, so I trust that wasn't anything crazy. Eggsdegs? What does eggsdegs mean? I still use Google Docs. No. Okay, well, CJ, there's nothing wrong with Google Docs. Like my household and I even like share a few docs so that we can all edit like lists and things like that. But like Google Docies as in context, it's context, right? This isn't like your average Google document. Google Docs on the internet, like when people are talking about them in social media, specifically, they're usually talking about a document that is easily shareable across a mass network that details like important themes and timelines about usually nasty events that have happened. This isn't like your household grocery list, you know? That's not the Google Doc we're talking about. They hates all of us. They don't hate you at all. What the fuck is that pinned message? I think Mouse was just trying to say something really crazy because I was being a bad streamer and I wasn't noticing them, so they decided to go all out. Hi, Sena. How is shooting animals in video games? That game you were playing reminded me of the you know that game where you have like a stapler and there's squirrels or something? It's like Squirrel Stapler game or something. It kind of reminded me of that game. I defo went to the... Yep, you did. Thankfully I am somewhat immune to radiation in my current state. As I usually am, since I'm a ghoul. I'm a ghoul. Squirrel Stapler Malone. Yeah, no, that's a funny one to watch. I don't think I could play it, but it's definitely a hoot and a holler to experience. Especially when cute little robot boys are going I'm smoking that shit that made hydrogen bomb. I'm gonna replace the comment with that. That's less inflammatory. Don't make me say something gnomish. Look, I'm already French Canadian. You can't out gnome me. We're basically already gnomes. Secret lore. Most French Canadians are just mutated gnomes, okay? Let's see. You know I missed a comment somewhere. Actually, you know what I'm curious about? I wonder... Huh. That emote that I added to 7TV for the word pinned and pin, for the longest time, I was the only person that used it. And now there's like a dozen people. There's a dozen people using that screenshot from a porno as a pinned message. Emote. Let's go. And hi, Plink. Pathfinder. That's like D&D, what, like 3.5 or something like that? It's like one of those dealios. I know what you're talking about, I think. Yeah, and don't forget there's also pin. There's also the opposite. There's pin, because it's I thought I was a big brain for this. I thought, okay, well, because of the way verbs work, I'm a Westerner, so I read left to right. If it's a pinned comment, then the comment itself is on the left, being pinned. If you're just talking about pinning, then the pinning is on the left, and then it's pinning whatever you're talking about on the right. What is this image you've sent? What is this image? Oh my god. Wait, you want that picture again? About the Soviet Union bringing back McDonald's disco or something? You want that back? It's kind of like D&D. Puddle got tied up and dragged around by a woman twice their size. Well, I mean, they are a gnome, right? So that doesn't sound too crazy. Where is that image? Is it still in here? It might not be. Sorry, I burped. My bad. Pardon me. Okay, save. I gave it the title Disco to make sure that it didn't, like, mess up anything. Okay, and then say goodbye to Pepsi's picture and say hello to this picture. Very, very informative presentation, I'm sure. I'm sure this student did not completely fail, like, their very important class. What's wrong, Eog? Why are you clowning? Huh? By the way, for anyone interested, at some point I will forget how to blather on, and then we will play the original Layers of Fear. It is on the way. I forget, Mouse, do you stream? Do you stream, Mouse, or do you just enjoy modding? I don't think I've ever asked. You seem creative enough to stream, in my book. I cried a bit about Grand Tour ending. My dad thinks I'm a pussy. I will stand by it. Old men driving in countries should always be awesome. What? Wait, is Grand Prix Or Grand Tour. Is that like a TV show, an anime, manga? I'm not sure what Grand Tour is. I don't know. I mean, I have definitely like heard songs and watched video of things that have made me cry. I don't know. It's crying when you experience emotions feels quite normal to me. And you know, I mean, like, pussies are kind of a normal part of the human body for some people. So you can be that and still be okay. I feel like there's I get what you mean though. I'm sorry, I'm being too facetious. Obviously your dad was being a fucking piece of shit asshole who is not in touch with his emotions, and maybe he should you know, reflect on what how not everyone feels the same way he does about everything, right? I have a huge follower base of 33. You're more famous than some people, if you think about it. Grand Tour is a popular Top Gear cast. Oh. Wait, I'm confused. I thought the show was called Top Gear. Did I like miss a memo? Is Top Gear not called Top Gear? Is it called Grand Tour, or is it like a separate show? Why does everyone think I should stream? I don't necessarily think you should or shouldn't. I was asking if you did because something in my mind thought that you might. No, Eog, be honest. Have you streamed? Have you streamed? Let's not make jokes about asking for shoutouts. Asking for shoutouts is cringe, no matter which way you do it. Everyone that at least has been here for any regular amount of time knows. They know that I make an effort to shout out the homies when I'm not too busy, but they know that sometimes like things get out of hand, and at the end of the day, you should be here to like enjoy the atmosphere of the stream and not worry about like anyone that is anyone of any discernible intelligence that isn't like feeling themselves today. You know, they understand that you don't watch streams. You don't watch streams to like pump yourself up. You don't have to watch this stream to pump me up. I mean, it's definitely like I'm here to help you have a good time. But everything else is just a bonus. No guarantees. Hi, Fizz. Hello, Fizzy. Hello, hi. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you. And hello, Buttercup. It was Top Gear until Jeremy... Oh. Ooh, that is awkward. Did I forget to turn that redeem off? Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me get something for you. Because I don't think I actually have a cute toggle on this model. Oh man, this is gonna turn into a nightmare. Here, what if I just turn on the elf ears? Does that make me cute enough? Is that cute enough, or do you want like more? Do you want more than that? Do you want more than that, Milk Toast? But no, I don't think you're less. I don't think you're less of a person in any way for feeling emotional when something that you enjoy is ending. I feel like that's honestly a perfectly normal thing to feel, and it's totally up to you how deeply you want to feel that emotion. I don't know. I mean, you know, as long as you don't, like, you know, go so like, I mean, if I feel like, okay, even if you decided to like go into like a month-long depression about a TV show ending, that does sound a bit excessive. But even then, I feel like I would just be more worried about, more worried about your mental health and less worried about calling you insults. I feel like calling you insults is like pointless, right? It's literally the most deconstructive thing you could do there. Hello, Fry. Thank you. That's okay? Okay. Well, if anyone else uses the cute redeem, I'll try to add more. But then, actually, you know what? While I'm on the subject, we can just boop. Sorry. I'm back. Gay. I saw that. Somebody wrote down the word gay. Hello? Ears? Ears? Okay, my ears should be working. I don't know why they're not. I know those exist on the model, at least. I feel like 95% of the time, people just pull a Truman Show after... Hi, Bochi. After seeing the finale and go, that was great. What else is on? I haven't watched the end of anything that was like that emotionally significant with 95% of people, I guess. That's I get what you're saying. Nito, but I feel like that's still a pretty big assumption. Harry S. Truman did not have I don't think he had a television show. Hi, Dusk. Hello. Thank you for 15 penises, Lego. I appreciate all 15 of them. Somewhat unequally, though. You know? It's hard to appreciate them all equally, since I haven't actually experienced any of them. They're just kind of there, you know? And then you have to go... you kind of have to go off of aesthetics, and then you don't really want to say anything, because what if you hurt the feelings of, like, a specific person? So you just kind of have to, like... You just have to, like, keep like, your like, personal preference comments to yourself there. Unless it's an unsolicited picture. If somebody sends you an unsolicited picture of their dick, I think they have given you the right to say whatever the fuck you want about that shit, because it was unsolicited. Whereas, I mean, if you were asking for it, then chances are you're probably, like, you know, going to be more appreciative. So you won't think to be as mean, right? You'll be, like, trying to look for the good in what you've asked for. It's like asking for a sandwich. Not every sandwich is perfect, but I mean, if you're asking for it, you're probably going to focus on the parts you enjoy and a bit less on the parts you don't enjoy, right? Is this Sleep Forever? Yes, it is. Is it loud? Here, I can turn it up a bit if you like it. I don't wanna sleep forever. You know that I know. Beg or borrow. That's a good one. I like singing that one. It is a bit long. I won't deny. It is a bit long. Maybe that's what I'll do, actually. Let me turn... I'll just turn that back on. I'll just turn that back on, and then I'll turn the elf ears on and off. There's me holding my cat this morning. Unusual, I know. Not the most normal picture of me, but I felt like being different today. I definitely missed some stuff. If crying equals gay, then brother, pass me the tissues. Yeah, I feel like I don't get people that think crying is bad. I feel like it's a normal part of being human, right? This is like some fucking nuclear age fucking bullshit toxic masculinity nonsense, but I feel like I'm definitely not saying anything new on the topic. Did I say hi to Fry? Hi, Fry. I think I did. Dang, I didn't know that about Top Gear, though. That is kind of disappointing. Because, like, those... At least when you're watching the show, it feels like those guys are, like, really chill. I did not know that, like, there was some really bad stuff going on. Ugh. That sucks. That's sad. That's sad. Hopefully the guys that don't suck, you know, either have a happy retirement or move on to, you know, maybe you'll get to see them in other projects. I don't want to cry. It sucks. I'd say it really just depends on the situation, Fizz. Like, And hi, Andrew. Hello. It's Lean's holding his pussycat. Yeah, well, technically that's my roommate's cat, but I mean, we've lived together for so long. My dad still thinks I'm a loser. So does mine, and I speak to him as little as possible. In fact, I would say we've spoken maybe 10 times in the past 6 years. A significant portion of that time was just zero contact, because like he just doesn't deserve my time. He does not deserve my time after what he's done to our fucking family. But I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. Maybe another day. Maybe another day. Let's just say here. Allow me, if you will, to illustrate how bad my dad has been to our family. Not just immediate, but extended as well. My sister is going to give birth in less than 2 months. She still hasn't told him. Because she doesn't think he deserves to know. Congrats in advance. I'll let her know you guys said so. Is being with a guy gay? I would throw that in my... Yeah, that's like a whole other conversation that you should only really have with family if you think they'll be like okay with it, I guess. I don't want to encourage anybody to maybe put themselves into danger, because I know for a long time that was seen as like being a yellow belly, but there's just been too many horror stories. I advocate letting people know that you don't like trust to react well when you are in like a independent and safe situation where like they can't control your life further. Can I overshare a little? Sure. What's up, Glue? Did you got some family tea? Are you gonna let's see, I think there's an emote for this actually. Yeah, there it is. Finally, a good emote by Twitch. Only wokes. That's true, Eog. They think they're special, and they deserve the unique treatment of you know, forcing everyone to pretend to be like they are. Yeah, it's a Twitch emote. Hi, Momo. You like the box blip? I think my problem with, like, I don't know. That's a decent emote. I don't have a problem with it. I would say my only problem with those is that, like, you can't, like, earn them forever. So there's, like, a whole bunch of hype emotes from, like, before I even watched Twitch that, like, I'll just never be able to get. And it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. It literally costs money to get all of them. So why not, like, just have them all in rotation? Like, put them all in the rotation, you know? Yeah, some people will never get Gritty Goose. No matter how much they pay. It doesn't matter how much they pay. Now field. How? That's a global emote. How old is that one? It probably has a very specific meaning to like a very specific gaming community, if I had to guess. Because that's not a hype emote. That's not a hype emote, Momo. That is a global emote. Bakamita, you're right. Hi, boss boy. Hello. Gritty Goose is forever. For us it is. You see that how it's a hype train QATW partner emote? That means that when Twitch moves to the new set of hype emotes, then you won't be able to get it. Like I have a whole bunch of hype emotes from this era. This era of like the animals doing things. I don't think you can get those anymore because Twitch has like moved on to this era of like silly animated ones and those cringe AI ones that they had for a minute. I have no idea how I got box blip. It says it's limited time and not a hype train emote, which means if I had to guess, Momo, you probably got it because you supported a channel during like a specific campaign, and after the campaign and they made a few emotes just for that campaign. It could be something as simple as like a Christmas event 3 years ago or some shit. And then when the event's over, the event's over. Let's see what I missed some stuff. Tell your pregnant sister that her soon-to-be newborn has a bunch of cool uncles. I mean, my sister doesn't watch Twitch as far as I know, but I'll let her know that you guys were supportive of her decision to exclude toxic people from her child's life when I get the chance next. Because I think, if I remember, she said it would be in April sometime. So that's why I didn't say like a month from now, because it's like the beginning of March. But it should be less than 2 months for sure. Sorry. I need more beverage. Oh god. Skip the ad. Oh, okay, good. We have like 5 more minutes before an ad. Sorry, I'm back, and I wish I felt better, but I'm doing okay. I just have a scratchy throat. That's all. I feel bad because my dad was a caring man who just wanted us to be happy. Yeah, I remember, Nito. You did talk about how it was not the best of circumstances, but that's yeah, that's, you know, at least hopefully you can like cling to the good times. I won't deny that even I remember the good times fondly, but I don't let those like overpower the damage that's been done, you know? It's like if my dad was in the room and he asked me about like something I appreciated, I would be honest. There are some things that he's done that I appreciate immensely. I just don't think they cancel out things, you know? You can appreciate the good and still understand that the bad has happened. Let's see, I think I missed... Did I miss what Glue was saying? On the topic of dad, yes. My dad brazenly told the entire extended family that I'm non-binary. I should have taken the way out early. What? Huh? Wait, what does he mean I should have taken the way out early? That sounds like dangerous. Like what does that mean, Glue? Does he mean like you should have like I was gonna say that could mean something as simple as like, oh, you should like move away and live alone and like exile yourself to like unaliving. What the fuck? I mean, considering I think you said that you know still live with family. I would hope that he's decided to think differently about these things by now. Hopefully. I won't deny, even some of the worst people out there can still change. The important thing is just maintaining that change. He's not okay. He's not at the house no more. I see. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I as it is not my business, I have not asked for a detailed list of the people you currently live with. I just know there's family, just, you know, in quotations, just like an amorphous amount of people that are related to you. I wasn't sure on who. You should piss in his shoe? Oh my god. I feel like if he visited Glue's house and then found piss in his shoe, I think that might be hard to hide. No, you're okay, Glue. No, I totally understand. If anything, I'm glad that you don't have to like deal with that person on a day-to-day basis. Hopefully not on a year-to-year basis.
Hi.
Cause that's crazy. That's crazy. It's fucking, it's I don't know, man. This isn't I feel like some people here would say, oh, well, you know, this isn't the 1700s where you had to like worry about family trees and stuff, because, you know, like that generational shit, like, I guess mattered more back then to people. But even though people said that back then, it would still be unacceptable. It would still be unacceptable. It doesn't matter what time of year it is, what time of humanity it is. It's unacceptable. It's unforgivable. What the fuck? Nobody can That's a great comment. It's a great comment, Eog. Out of context, that's a great. Ooh. What's that a snip of, Orleans? Wait. Do you mean the picture? The picture, boss boy? That's me holding one of my cats. I know usually I would put like a cute picture of me in like cute. Ah! Hi Jazza. Jazza, I'm sorry. Actually, wait, you have Prime Gaming. You shouldn't see ads. Guys, there's gonna be ads like in any second now. I'm sorry. Hi Jazza. Ow. Hi Azuri. Why are you apologizing? Cause capitalism sucks. I don't know. You know, please be. I mean, I know you and Glue love to shitpost each other, but Glue was very vulnerable and spoke to us about some personal stuff, and I was okay to hear about it because I'm not gonna deny I spoke a little bit about my thing. So please be nice to Glue. It is not time to shit talk the Glue. The glue needs to be like, you know, given some slimy like some slimy lotion, maybe an extra cup of slime soda pop, and you know, like a slimy cigarette. Slimy cigarette could be nice. If you're trying to quit though, if you're trying to quit cigarettes, definitely, you know, all power to you. I used to smoke myself. Ellipses. Okay, I don't know. What I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm trying to make. I know I'm not funny, Jazz. Humor me. You don't actually have to give Glue anything. I'm just, you know, I'm just making jokes. Hi, Nade. Hello. Hi, Nade. Nade, do you have any art that you've made recently that you're proud of? I'm immediately transitioning into supporting artists. Actually, if any artists, there's Glue right there. If there's any artists at all right now that want to show off their art, please don't be afraid to post your art in the chat. Make sure it's safe for work as well. Nade makes art on Twitch and plays games, so I'm sure. Although Nade is also known for drawing quite the booty sometimes. Quite the booty. Nito, what do you need from Glue? I think that the video only shows up if you type like wah or just the like Glue's nickname, which is just Glue in English. Gluel. I don't know. I mean, I could say Gluel every time, but it just, I don't know. In the moment, saying Glue just feel it's like. I feel like I'm more likely to say Gluel if I'm speaking in French, but then I say Glue in English. That's just how my brain works. Wah. Nito, you forgot how to colon complete? You forgot how to colon complete? Guys, I definitely missed some comments. I'm sorry. You guys are like so busy today. It's very kind of you to be here. I'm sorry I'm missing stuff. Like this. Wah. It's okay, Nade. Don't be sorry. It's my fault for not eradicating capitalism from the earth. If I had single-handedly eradicated capitalism from the earth, we wouldn't have to watch ads. That's on me. I'm sorry. Your hair is actually blue? My hair's been blue a few times in my lifetime. My hair has also been ginger. Solar Yellow, which is a Manic Panic flavor. It is a very specific Manic Panic flavor. I really liked when my hair was solar yellow, but it was just too much to maintain, so I only like re-upped it once. Make your hair green? I could make my hair green on my other model. But I don't know. I don't think green hair suits me in real life. So the only time you ever see green hair on my actual hair is when the blue starts to fade, because when blue dye fades, it kind of turns like a sickly green. I think it's too spicy for chat. Ah, I see. Well, is there like a cropped version of it, maybe? Where is John Capitalism? I just want to talk to him. Actually, there's here. Let me find so my hair is like a dark blue in the back right now, and I do plan on making it dark blue again. Before the convention in July. But there was a time, let's see if I can find it. There was a time when my hair was like really blue. Like really, really blue. Let me see if I can find it. Like here. Here. My hair was like really blue here. This is very old. This is me cosplaying myself. My hair was like really blue at the time. No booty. No Azuri, we love booty here. We love booty. What the hell? But also again, hi Jazza. Sorry. I didn't mean to like focus so much on stuff. I just noticed Glue ask a question of you. So I just hi Jazza. How you doing? Oh. You're a radical really? Oh. I don't really, Jazza? Are you being facetious? I feel like you're not a centrist. I don't know what you did. I'm Canadian. I felt like I had to like focus on something that part of me wished I didn't have to focus on, but I felt it was important, but I still like felt bad that I had to focus on it, because it's like, well, I think it's important to focus on it. I also wish I could have like greeted you in a more jovial manner, you know, because I'm always happy to see you. I'm always happy to see Jazza and Lego and Tasty and Eog and Nade. Oh my gosh, look at that Nade Pleiades. Look at this. Look at this. It's so adorable. Oh. And Buttercup. You like it? It's kind of oh, I could see that. If it was like faded across the entire hair, I agree, Buttercup. I agree. But like, because I haven't dyed my hair blue in a long time, it's like that was somebody I live with, like leaving the apartment to go check the mail. That was the noise you heard in the background, Elder. Hi, Elder. What do we have here? What is going on in this picture? What happened to Miku? What happened? What the hell? What the hell's going on in that picture? Is everything okay with Miku? I'm not sure if that was okay. I am not going to zoom in on the background photo, because even though I think I know what I saw. I don't think we need to see it in detail. The poster? The poster in the background is one thing. Like that, you know, that's kind of funny. It's more like the X-ray I'm worried about. The implications of the X-ray are like a bit much for me, maybe. I did not harm Miku. I am not featured in this image. I did not do these things.
Oh.
Ow. Sorry. Oh my gosh, not ivermectin. Wasn't that like horse dewormer or something? Isn't that the drug people thought? Isn't that the drug Chuds thought was like gonna be helpful against COVID or some shit? Leans didn't read the whole comment. He hates me. I think the free market either be dismantled or be dismantled violently. Sorry. Well, I feel like wait, I mean, the whole comment is kind of silly, right? The concept of a radical centrist is like an oxymoron. You know? You know what's also blue? What's also blue, Eog? And thank you for the streak, Azuri. Thank you. Let's see, I have some art here from Nade. I have some art from Nade to show you guys, maybe. I can see what you mean, Nade. Maybe just for safety's sake. Just for like safety's sake, I'll like just grab that piece of the drawing. I didn't know that glue does it really? Like when you've had different hair colors, because I feel like you're like neon magenta and neon green would both, like, they would both affect your, like, you know, relative skin color similarly, right? Because they're both like kind of neon bright. But do you think is it just the green, or is it kind of any neon really? How do I feel about Uma Musume? I think it's like, it's cute most of the time. I've never played it, and I don't think I ever will. So here's some of the art that Nade was sharing. And the reason that it's cropped is because the character in question, you know, they're clearly like asking somebody to get like a drink for them. But they're up on their tippy toes and stretching up really high. Kind of like what's that game? Do you guys know Bryant Bry? Bryant Bry was like playing that game with the hostesses at the hostess bar. It's like one of those like technically safe for work, like eroge, like Nintendo games that like I don't think Nintendo likes to talk about it, but like people make like lewd games for Nintendo consoles. Nintendo just doesn't like to talk about it. Bonjour, Andre. Hello, Bayu. Bayu. Hello. Yakuza? No, not Yakuza. I don't think it's a game by Seth MacFarlane, no. All the games with hentai in the title? Well, those are more overt. Those are definitely more overt. I'm talking about like it's like technically safer work games that it's like it has a Twitch category even, I think. Like they have a Twitch category, but if you were like sitting on the bus or walking in public and you saw somebody play this, you would be like, yo, that's pretty sus, dude. That's pretty sus. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Let me see if I can find it. I just need to go here. Because it should be like in their past streams, right? Let's see. Okay, let's go. Bryant Bry. Also, hi, Common Rider. Hello. Sorry I missed you there a minute ago. I hope this one isn't pushing the boundaries. Well, I could sort of tell what was going on in the X-ray, Nito, but like I feel like it would be intelligent of me not to dwell on it. You know what I mean? It would be intelligent of me not to dwell on it. Oh, here we go. Oh, there is a game available. Let's see. There is a game. It is available for the Switch and the PC. It, like, Nintendo, I think, because it is like a title that you can officially buy. It's not like some kind of mod or something like that. Like, I guess Nintendo has to feature it on their website. It's here. It's called Bunny Garden. It is one of those, like, you know, sort of yabai dating sims where you play. It's this, would you call it a story? The story of the game to me kind of sounds like slightly sad. Zhao is Shitsukiri. Right, yeah. Nade was saying this is Zhao. So I don't know anything about this character. But fun guy. You should know that the cyan colored person, I don't know if you can see them above you in the chat, called Nade _arts. They drew this, and I was just featuring it. Boop. I think I could technically put this on the screen because it should be fine. There we go. Here's the game. This is a real game. You could even play it on Twitch if you really want to. It has an official Twitch category. I don't know, Eog. What was that? Did any Glue? Did you put up any art? I don't know if Glue put up any art. But yeah, this is a game. I think personally, like, you know, as an adult who is able to control themselves, art. Yeah. Earlier, Glue. I was trying to pivot. I was just trying to pivot without a segue. Like I didn't have any good segues, but I wanted to pivot. So I asked any artists, if any artists at all wanted to like show off some of their art, they could like post it. Your model made me think you were a different VTuber. Now this is like a ghost. Where is it? This is like a ghost that I found. Faye. Hi, Faye. Hello. A ghosty I found. They look like this. They can also like be in the TV like Sadako style. I can even make them like disappear. The reason I stopped doing this bit is because I took the time to I took the time to like add my tattoo to the model so that you like, you know, people could still sort of tell it was me. I know. Thank you. Hi, Akko. Hello. Orbleans, I love you. What? Wait. Why do you? Why? What did I do? What did I do? Is it? Do you just enjoy my presence at times? I promise you, Akko, I don't know if I could heal you as well as your other Overwatch friends. I would try my best, but I promise I can't promise I would be good. How does love work? Who am I to answer such a question? What is love? I have so many questions. I have so many questions for love. Thank you for shouting out Jazza. Can I also... Oh. I think you did the shutout too fast. I think you did the shutout too fast, Bebsy. I'm sorry. Akko, I was curious. Because I was taking I was busy taking a shower. I didn't get to hear Nido sing Baka Mitai. And I'm curious how it was, because I won't get to hear it till later. I'm like anticipating it. You did a great job? Hell yeah. And so did you. Well, wait, is Owie at the keyboard right now? Because I know Owie said that Akko hurt his hand. So Akko couldn't be with us today. Or is this Akko typing with one hand? Because, you know, that does I guess change the lore as we are creating it now. Waj for 87. Huh? I don't know who that is. Lubandre Bayou. I don't know what that is. This is the sound of one hand typing. It kind of sounds like pieces of plastic clapping, very strangely. You know, you can kind of tell when one hand is clapping. Orleans, do you want to hear my cover of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song? You're free to like post it in the art or media channel, but like I don't know if I would listen to it right now. Right now, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to burp in your face. Oh gosh, I definitely missed some stuff. Glue did. Oh wait, here it is. Here it is. Okay, wait. Let me grab. Oh, we can just look at it here like this. Oh yeah. I saw Glue. You were drawing this like fucking what? Yesterday? Did you finish it today? I got to see, I would say, like the first half of this drawing. Whoa. It came, you freaking, you cooked with the rendering on the second half. I didn't get to see the rendering happen. You even got like some veins down here. A little bit of shine from the piercing. Dang. And there's the signature right there, so you know it's actually glue. There's the slime. See, the slime's production. This is actually made of slime. It just doesn't look like slime. The slime can only produce slime. But you know, some slimes look more developed than others, and that's okay. Thank you, Glue. What did I miss while I was looking at art? I put my heart and soul into that cover. Owie told me I have a baritone voice. I guess now I know what to expect. Because I'm not sure I've ever I don't want to say I've never heard Nito speak, but my memory sucks, so I might have forgotten. One stream, one drawing. Dang, that means I missed all the rendering? Wow. Did you do... Akko, did you do your laundry? Sorry. I like to remind people about, like, I feel like that's one of the most neglected chores that online people I know have. And I'm not trying to, like, focus on just you. This is for anyone. Anyone that's here. Anyone that's here. Don't forget your fucking laundry. You need socks and underwear. Unless you're just... I guess... Unless you just never leave your room at all. But, like... You should at some point? At some point. You should. Really. I have cleaned my bedsheets. But only because I have bugs on my tummy. Oh, did you get a new tattoo? You have a beetle? You have, like, a beetle? Where people would normally put, like, sparrows. Do you have, like, a beetle? That'd be pretty sick, actually. Although it might scare some people. That would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny, like... Somebody's, like, about to go down on you, and they, like, pull your pants down, and then they see, like, they think there's a bug. They think there's a bug, and then they get, like, a whole bunch of... They get a whole bunch of, like, they get, like, a... I don't know. Maybe I'm cringe. I feel like occasionally inducing a fight or flight response as a joke can be humorous. Who else got a beetle on the midriff? Yeah, like, wouldn't that be cool? I feel like that'd be badass. Like the spider. Spider might be a bit... Spider, I feel like is pretty badass if you have, like, a certain aesthetic about you. But I feel like if you have a spider tattoo, I feel like the rest of your vibe has to kind of match that in some way. Because spiders are powerful. The human mind is like literally like we have a certain intuition. We're, like, naturally afraid of them. You know what I mean? That shape is, like, programmed in us from thousands of generations of humans to, like, fear. Whereas, like, some other bugs are, like, they're just, like, kind of scary. I don't know. I live with an arachnophobe. I actually have a story about that. I don't know if I want to share it because I still feel bad about it to this day. Even though we've been forgiven. We have been forgiven, but I still feel bad. There's no better time for pranks than right before it goes. Well, look, you know, it's Buttercup. It's funny the first time, you know, and then after that they're used to it, right? Come on, like I feel like you can't be afraid of that forever. I don't know. Like, what if you just really like bugs? What if you're a bugologist? Even amateur bugologist. You want a marshmallow tattooed on your face. Marshmallow. So you just want, like, a slightly puffy, squarish cylinder? I've never... I know white tattoo ink is sort of a vibe. White tattoo ink is sort of a vibe, but I feel like it's just never worth it because the amount of money you're spending on something that's going to fade faster than any other tattoo I can think of is just, like, not worth it, you know? I eat bugs and do not Boss Boy. RAM is too expensive. You can't do that. You can't do that. You like, I'm throwing bricks. I am calling like one of the people I know. I'm calling one of the people I know that I'm not proud of them for having, like, stock in Palantir And but I'm using this connection in this instance specifically to throw bricks at you. Specifically to throw bricks at you because RAM is too expensive. Yeah, I know, Jazza. I know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. There is a profession that involves looking into the... Really, Andre? I'm sure there is a profession out there somewhere that has to look into the genitalia of bugs. But, like, what does that have to do with... Okay, I know we were talking about bugs, but I feel like the subject of tattoos was a bit more pertinent than, like, actual bugology. I don't know. I guess that's my fault for saying bugology. You know what? I take the blame. I take the blame. White tattoo ink is a lie. It yellows in 6 months. Exactly, Glue. Exactly. It's just... It looks like... It can look, like, really cool, I guess. Ow! For, like, I don't know, a photo op. That, like, you know, so you get, like, some kind of aesthetic, like, thing going on. And then you want, like, I don't know, cosplay or fashion. You're, like, a big fashion person. And you just want, like... At that point... Just do like some kind of specific body paint. If you want like white paint on your skin, do not get a white ink tattoo. It is not worth it. You are literally just doing scarification with extra steps. It's just scarification with extra steps at that point. The only tattoo I want to get is a star on the back of my shoulder near the neck. Any particular reason, Lego? Is that like... Because I know I've gotten a few tattoos that like mean something to me, and I've gotten a few tattoos just for aesthetic purposes. Like I wanted a tattoo and I didn't have any particular emotion in mind. Like I have 2 tattoos on me right now that I just kind of got for the vibes, and a third I got just because I was at an event and I could get like a tattoo since I attended the event. Unfortunately, it doesn't match the other vibe tattoos, but I guess it is a vibe on its own. The crust makes it satisfying. What? Pepsi? What do you oh, what were we talking about? I have a good pair of socks. A week on... No. I would say max 48 hours. Like, Akko, you are not like out there camping in the field. Why did my music stop? You are not out there like camping in the field, you know, on some kind of crazy mission or some shit. You are at home. You should have clean undergarments at least once every 48 hours. What the hell? I'm a JoJo fan. Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know enough about JoJo to understand the reference. But you know what? If it means enough to you, Lego, then go for gold. Go for gold. Go for gold on that one. Oh, ow. I'm sorry. Why are you zapping me? Speedball Run? Yeah, no, I've only seen the first... What would you call it? Season? Arc? I've only seen like the first JoJo. I've seen like a single episode of the JoJo where he's like the Japanese guy that wears like purple, and he's like kind of a fucking shitter, kind of a douchebag. I know people love him for the fashion, right? People love that JoJo for the fashion, but like he's kind of a douchebag, right? The timer ran up for Stream Streak. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Inuyasha. I'm sorry. Maybe you can... Really? Because I swear you were here... Were you not here last stream? Yeah, if I'm not... Personally, I don't worry about streaks, you guys. Really. But I think it is 24 hours. Also, like, VODs or clips have to be, like, enabled or something. They're called parts. You watched part 3, Stardust Crusaders. I did? I thought I only watched part 1. And, like, maybe 1 episode of part 3. Because when I'm talking about, like, the douchebag JoJo, I only got to see, like, 1 episode. I don't even, like, remember what happened. I just know that it happened. It's the Joestar birthmark. I guess that's cool. It's like a solid reference to the show while also being, like, somewhat niche in detail. You know, like, in case you're worried somebody doesn't like JoJo, you could just, like, play it off. I did not know the Joestar family had a birthmark, because, like, does that detail ever really matter? Is there like a moment where you meet a character and you're like, are they really a Joestar? And then they show the birthmark, and then it's like, oh my gosh, that means they're actually a Joestar. It's like a huge deal. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't know enough about the show to actually say yes or no. I'm just trying to imagine a scenario where it matters. There are 3 professions that involve this, so 3 niches in total. Understandable. A carologist? Andre, I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna have to go to, like, Akko's for that one. Akko and my one roommate, they're the big vocabulary English knowers. I am not gonna remember that. I don't even think I can even apologize, because I'll forget the word and the circumstances behind the word. I don't care enough about bugs. But I think bugs are cool, but I don't care enough about them to remember, like, the terminology of the study of them. Vocabulary is fun, but I don't think it is the be-all end-all of, like, enjoying life, you know? It's fun for sure. Is JoJo a light novel or a manga? I believe it is a manga and an anime. I am unaware of any novels. I am unaware of any JoJo novels. I believe they are all illustrated stories. I think it'd be cool if there was a novel, because once in a while, you know, those stories could be told in a way where you are allowed to use your own imagination to illustrate the situation. Or maybe one of those novels where, like, you know, once in a while they have a picture. Do you guys remember those growing up? They were usually like some kind of young adult thing. It was like a book, but then once in a while there was like a picture, because they really wanted you to, like, feel slightly in the moment, you know? Because even though you were using your imagination most of the time, it's just like, it's fun to have like an image sometimes, but not for everything. You gotta eat now? Good night, Glue. Good night, Glue. I'm sorry you didn't get to hear me sing. Mwah. I probably will today at some point. Ah. It's actually a series of children pop-up books. Ah. Hi, Celty. Hello. I don't think I've read a pop-up. The last time I saw a pop-up book is when it was like a feature in like an animated film. You know how some animated films do that thing where they use pop-up books as exposition? I always think that is fun. That is really fun. You get the experience of a pop-up book, but you don't actually have to like pay money to like see the pop-up book. I mean, you probably had to pay money to like see the movie, but like the pop-up book was just like included, right? It's like a fun bonus. It's like a fun bonus. You get two formats in one. What's up, Celty? Oh, my beverage is empty, and I want to pour more beverage into my cup, but the bottle is sealed. Do you make any art, Celty? We've been talking about different like art forms, also like tattoos and anime and manga. Not in any particularly deep amounts. I don't think I've rarely been able to speak on these topics with any form of depth. I feel like I'm just good at blathering about them on the surface. Although I will say I did watch episode 1 and 2 of the new season of Frieren. I'm not sure how much is out yet. Oh. Thank you, Mia. I don't know what I did, but thank you. I draw occasionally, but I'm not the best at it. Is that like the only is that the only artistic pursuit you have? Because you do seem passionate about a lot of things. Free Ren? Who's Ren and why are they freeing her? Well, you see, she had sort of locked herself away emotionally for quite... Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at the fucking shuffle on my playlist. Godly timing. She had sort of emotionally locked herself away, not necessarily on purpose. It was pretty much without realizing it, right? Pretty much without realizing it. That's not what I want. No, that's not what I want either. Where's controller? Maybe bip. No? Where's my notepad? Where's my notepad? Ah! I forgot how to activate my notepad. I had it open earlier. I feel like I know it's not important. I just thought it made me look smart to have my notepad out. There we go. And I think I also accidentally made myself... There we go. My blush should only activate when I am smiling. It should not be on permanently. Where was I? Frieren. Yes. For anyone that hasn't watched the show, I'll try not to be too spoilery, because I know it's still an ongoing thing. But let's just say there is a character who has lived a very, very, very long time, and she was never quite in tune with the emotions of others. So a lot of the development of her character has been in the direction of having her slowly understand like how others feel and how interacting with others makes their feelings change and evolve over time. And that has helped her come in tune with her own feelings that she didn't even like realize that she had. Lanes is always smiling? No, not always. Hello, conductor. Bonjour, conducteur. Merci pour avoir activé les notifications de mon canal. Thank you for the follow. Actually, do I owe... Where is that list? Where is that list? Let's see. Nuna, Anura, Fizz, Azzy, Finn, Jimmy, Kage, Val, Shinzo, Krim, Nitoyo ×2, Bomber, Posworth, Y-Fox, Persephone, David, Lampant, Soul, Lily, Minnie. Oh, I need to change that name actually. Skella, Luette. I don't know if Akko is still there, but I didn't really get a chance to like submit a talent because I felt like the only talent I could present was my singing, but my singing is just kind of like, it just kind of feels like a given. So I didn't feel like it was a very unique thing. Fizzbones, I do know of Fizzbones, but the Fizz I was speaking of is Fizz Grim. I do know of Fizzbones though. The artist, right? The artist, right? Kind of blue, black, and gray themes. Yeah, no, I'm aware of Fizzbones. I don't think they've ever been like around here. I'm aware of them though. Faraday does karaoke. Faraday is allowed to do whatever he wants. I am more critical of myself. I am more critical of myself. That being said, on the topic of Faraday and singing, I would say, while I'm sure a lot of people appreciate my singing, and they can probably agree that I do put some energy into it. My capability and my effort, I would say, are very much immature to myself. I would consider myself very much an amateur. I don't put an incredible amount of effort or thought behind my singing. I simply sing because I enjoy doing so. I practice songs a little bit sometimes, but I would say that, okay, I also semi-regularly like look for new songs to sing. I am always looking for new songs to sing. But that, hi Meowies, hello, hi. I would say that is the extent of my effort. Faraday, on the other hand, not only sings because they enjoy singing, and they also look for new songs to sing all the time, and they also take suggestions, and some of their streams are just singing focused. Faraday today, Nito, remember, did not just feature Faraday's singing capability. Faraday featured their singing capability on 2 different levels because there were like 2 different vocal tracks in that song. Faraday, you have to realize, by doing this, also featured their editing capability and efforts. It's easy to not think about it in the moment, but Faraday also took a lot of effort to edit their submission. If I had put in a submission to the talent show, it would have probably just been like a recording of me and my model with like a semi-appropriate background doing my best on a single take. I have basically, I have virtually 0 editing experience. Have I edited things before? Yes. In my lifetime, yes. Not in this department, though. Not in this department. It would have just been like, I would have sang a song with a nice background and some nice lighting in a single take, and that's all you would have seen. I probably would have even tried to do it like maybe 2 or 3 times, because maybe the first 2 or 3 times didn't maybe I made a mistake. You know, I would, if it's a talent show, I'm gonna give a submission where I at least didn't think I made a mistake. And I just felt like it just wasn't worth me. It just wasn't worth distracting from the other talented people that were putting their whole, you know, like they were like some people really, you know, stuck out their necks and their hearts and their ass for that talent show. And I feel like I would have just been doing stuff that I do every other day. I also am not on any of the Owie World teams. So I would have kind of felt bad if I like got points. I would have felt bad if I won points and then they went to nothing, because there's like a whole point system, right? I'm happy the talent show happened, but I feel like the talent show wasn't, I feel like it would have, it just wouldn't have felt right for me to submit something. I don't know. Am I thinking about this too hard? Maybe. But I think I was better serving Owie and Akko's community by simply being an attendee, enjoying the other submissions, than taking attention away from the other submissions. Because my submission, I feel like it would have been selfish. It would have been selfish of me. My avatar sense tingled when you said that. VR chat hair is controlled by Fizzbones. Bones. Wait, I feel like I did say the word bones at some point, but it didn't have to do with VR chat. Although I don't really have a good way to segue this at all. But for anyone, you know, that was for anyone out there that remembers when I showed off the VR chat model that Skella assembled for me, I have been in contact with a friend who owns a Valve Index, and it's been opened. The kit has been opened, but they basically almost never used it. And I might have like a basically fresh out the box Valve Index on my way at some point soon, which I am excited about. Yeah, the homie Gwen apparently years ago bought a Valve Index kit, and they were just unlucky. You know, they got the VR chat like motion sickness, like, oh, this is just too uncomfortable. So they like never used it, really, like not to any significant degree. I forget how it came up. I rated Gwen the other day, and then somehow it came up. No, yeah, no, I agree, Meowmies. I agree. I feel like, you know, it just sometimes it takes a little time to get used to things. But I'm not gonna complain. Is it gonna cost me some money? Sure. But it's less, it's like, it's a win-win. Gwen doesn't want to use it anymore. It's gonna cost me less than like a brand new one, and Skella already like assembled me a model I can use. Hi Chesley, hello. How's it going? I'm doing okay. We've just been somehow yapping for 2 hours. I'm again sorry that I haven't been able to keep up with every single comment. But I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I'm not the best at that sometimes, especially when you guys are busy. Like earlier, oh my gosh, what was it? Flipped out mouse. I missed like 3 of Mouse's comments, and they went as we were told it was the nuclear option. They said something so absurd that it was like impossible for me not to notice, because like 2 other people in the chat like replied to Mouse's nuclear comment. I'm stealing your VR. I'm stealing you for VR stuff. I mean, I'm not against hanging out in VR with like people I know, at least when I get the chance. I've already promised Skella some time. Like, even though you know, like cuz okay, so the way it went with when I was working on the VR assembly with Skella was like, I had a base model in mind, which was Lapwing, and then Skella took some time to look for assets that at least kind of fit my vibe. I definitely want, I don't know when I'll have the time. I don't know when I'll have the time to like learn how to edit stuff, but I definitely want to, you know, I definitely want to play with that stuff at some point. At the very least, like maybe get some of my tattoos on the model, you know, just to maybe have a little bit of immersion for fun. You know, I paid for all of the parts, and I gave Skella a bit of cash on top just to just to be thankful. But like, I also promised Skella like some time to hang out for them taking the time to do this. Not that I wouldn't want to hang out with Skella anyways, but it was spoken about. Celty, why are you so cozy? Why are you so cozy right now? Did you know this music is actually from one of the least cozy games out there? Oh, never mind. The music changed. That last song was from Half Sword, which I highly recommend. Very, very fun game to fuck around with. If you want tattoos, I can do that easy for... Meowmies, you are a skilled operator in this realm that has trained those skills for years. I don't want to ask for anything for free, okay? I mean, I appreciate it, but I do think you deserve something. I think you deserve something. At the very least, like, maybe you could just like teach me how to do it, and then I have to deal with the effort, right? I don't know, man. It'll take me less than any payable time. Look, even though my job is like pseudo federal, we get paid by the hour. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I am very aware. Maybe because my job is as physical as it is, I am like fully aware of the physical toll on my body of my job. So, like, the time it takes to do my job is like, it's like sandpaper on, it's like pretend my body is a giant block of stone, and every minute I spend doing my job is like a piece of sandpaper. You know what? It's like that's how I feel. Do I like my job? Yes. I appreciate that I get paid to do something like somewhat simple that also keeps me in shape. But I won't deny that it is basically like taking a piece of sandpaper to the stone that is my life. I won't deny. My shoulder pain is slowly becoming endemic. I've been bitten by a dog, which is like unrecoverable permanent damage to my body. The motorcycle accident that permanently damaged my right thumb joint. I can really feel that when it's cold outside and I have to do certain physical actions with my hand. And I have to do those actions with my hand at my job. My neck, I don't know, and my knees, oh my gosh. I love walking, but, am I glad I don't have there is like a certain way of delivering mail that's particularly hard on the knees, and I'm happy I don't have that. Like, I just have walking. But dismount delivery is something else. It's not as up to my I can teach you to do it in Unity for sure. I feel like that's more maybe it'll take more time, Meowmies. Maybe it'll take more time, but I would... Maybe this is gonna sound selfish. I would prefer taking the time to like hang out with you and learn how to do something than to just like be like pokes fingers together, blushes. Can you do this for free for me? Like I feel like it would be more fun to like hang out with you for a minute and like learn it. Yeah. Unless, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, so some people hate teaching. Some people hate teaching, but I'm glad you're not one of those people. Hopefully. What's dismount delivery? In a second, Nito. In a second. There is gonna be ads at any moment. I'm sorry. Squug. I hope you feel incredible today, because you deserve to feel incredible. I don't care what you did today. I think you deserve more than you think you deserve, because I feel like you are way too mean to yourself, like way too often. Come, Chili Burger, come. I like how there's 2 comes in a row there out of nowhere. Okay, I don't know if Squug can hear me right now, so I'm gonna say, I hope you are happy. And I can't. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, good. Ah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're way too hard on yourself way too often. Sorry. Good evening, Waffle Cat. Hello. Very nice to see you as well. I taught Skella how to do some stuff.
What was that?
Oh. That was me burping, I suppose. Thank you, Nito and Mia. I taught Skella how to do some stuff, so the chance you already have my bone. Oh. Wait, what was that? What was that? Meow me's. What? There's no way you did this. There's no way you did this just for the emotes. What are you doing? What are you doing? What the hell? Thank you for the sub, Meowmies. I hope you enjoy the emotes. The amount of time I spent lurking in here while I work, it's about time. Really? I didn't know. Although I know you are kind of a night owl. I didn't know you like hung out here while you were working. That's cute. When am I gonna play Layers of Fear? Lanes, can we also have bi-weekly Lanes cat pick? Like, you want like a separate redeem just for cat picks, as opposed to the usual like picture of me wearing cute clothes or something? Nodders. I probably have a good amount of cat pics of my cats saved up. I guess we. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'm not against showing off pictures of my cats. I just like, I don't know. I would feel bad because I already like feel like I don't put enough effort into the like pictures that I do share with you guys. Because like I recycle them often. I'm sure some of you have noticed. Like Mia for sure. Mia, probably like Nito. People like maybe Milk Toast. people that are here often, like they can probably tell when I'm recycling. And I feel bad because I want to do new things, but you know, I just like I don't live alone. I have a full-time job. The weather and the temperature is not always permitting. Like some of the pictures that you guys have seen of me in like cute clothes, as soon as I get the picture that I think is good enough, I tear that whole outfit off because I'm sweating my fucking ass off. And I'm just like, oh my god, am I glad that's over? Like, don't get me wrong, I love the picture, but holy you know, it's like August, it's like July or some shit. Girls, slug nose, holy crap, like, Slug, I have never seen you on the internet at this hour of day. How are you? Are you okay? I have never seen you at this time of day. What is going on? You're what, Gulp? I said sweating my ass off. Huh? What did I say that was odd? My ass didn't actually fall off. It gets very warm if I'm wearing like clothes that don't breathe well. Lego, you are such a gooner sometimes, and I you know what? I appreciate the honesty. I'm Goob. I'm just being a little stay up too later. Fair enough. Well, join me in my I drank a cup of coffee 2 hours ago and now I'm drinking white wine. Hi Slug, I'm Spug. Hi Spug. Apparently my name is Slug now. Wait, no, you're saying hi to Slug. My bad. Wow. I don't know. You didn't like at them. You don't like at them with their full name. You're not slut. You're right. You right. I'm not slut. You're right. I'm not slut. I'm a wannabe. I'm just a wannabe. The only the only surface that gets to enjoy my slutty behavior on the regular is not sentient, unfortunately. It is a product. It is a product of the Pipe Dream Corporation. Qua? Well, look, you said you're not slut, and I had to agree with you because the only piece of the universe, because remember, the universe is made of substances. The only piece of the universe that gets to experience me at my sluttiest is not sentient. It is a piece of silicon, unfortunately. I love when Bae calls me a product. Meow me's, you are not a product. You are not a product. And while I'm sure you do get to enjoy me, I am speaking purely in a physical sense. I do appreciate any appreciation that is sent my way, but I cannot deny the facts of the matter. Did I use this moment as an opportunity to talk about dildos? Yes. Am I proud of it? No. Am I okay with it though? Yes. I do, at this point in time, simply want to let you know that I am not sponsored by the Pipe Dream Corporation. I am an honest and happy customer. Ain't that eggs? Slug, are you an Over the Garden Wall, like, fan perchance? Do we have some Over the Garden Wall fans in the house right now? Who the fuck is Jay? Did I say... Wait, what? Jay? Jay? Did I say Jay? I might have meant Juicy Catboy. I love Over the... Yeah. There was... Hi, Beams. Hello, Beams. That's Jay? No, Squug said Jay. It's because Lego calls me Gay Jay? What the fuck is happening right now? Okay, you guys are, like, typing in the chat, and I'm doing my best to, like, interact with you in a somewhat humorous but also meaningful way, because, like, I enjoy streaming, and hopefully you enjoy hanging out here sometimes. I'm doing that thing where I'm, like, holding my own arms, because I'm feeling, like, self-conscious. Thinking about upgrading to a bigger one? No, absolutely not, Inuyasha. Actually, off the topic of Over the Garden Wall and back to dildos somehow. I think my 8-inch king from Pipe Dream is more than adequate. I have actually forced myself to not buy anything larger because I am afraid that I would become unnaturally addicted to, like, more and more and more and more. You don't need to shame me. You don't need to shame me. I'm literally expressing that I have made a point to, like, mentally avoid anything larger because I understand that it's a term of endearment. It is calling somebody a size queen has never been a term of endearment, just so you know, Jay. It has never been a term of endearment to anyone. It is all in my experience, it has always been used in the pejorative sense. It is not a compliment. But yeah, let's just say I've made a point to not get anything larger because I know that it is quite difficult. It is quite difficult to find real human beings that exceed the capacity of such an object, and I want to make, okay, I know this is I'm being I'm being very vulnerable here in letting you know that I want to make sure that when, I'm not saying if, but when certain things happen, that I am not forcing myself to be disappointed. I can do that too. I'm not forcing myself to be disappointed because I have become addicted to things that aren't humanly possible. Okay? I'm trying to be reasonable with humanity to a degree. Okay? If that's weird, then it is weird. Am I thinking too much about it? Probably. But I also think it is important. I also think it is important to not break myself for the sake of these things. This is why you need a robot wife? I think that would be a case of AI going too far. I think about that sometimes, like people I see that are like that, but have partners with a regular size. Well, it's kind of like it's in relation to what I said just a minute ago. You know, I am, while I think I have a good mental state about the idea overall, I am also overthinking it, right? Like, no matter what kind of size queen you are, as long as you take what somebody might call a tolerance break, you know, your body parts will, you know, adjust. It's like tolerance breaks are a thing, you know. So I'm sure there's something there. It's kind of like, you know, people that smoke weed every day sometimes will take a break for like a few days so that a smaller amount of weed will have similar effects. If you're a size queen, maybe you know, like take a break for like a week or two, so that your body parts adjust back down. They tighten back up. The human array of sphincters have a, you know, they can heal. Why are you being sorry? Sana? Ow. Sana hasn't been in the chat for like 2 hours. Squug, why are you saying sorry? I won't deny it's a bit strange that you're just saying like lick Sana. But like they're not here right now. Maybe you should go talk to them. Don't get me wrong, I wish they were here. Sana is a joy to talk to, but they're not here right now. They're not here right now, so I have no idea why you're licking them. I meant more so like the setup session rather than tightness. Uh, I'm not saying those. I'm not saying those. I'm not saying those things are like intrinsically linked, but they're. I feel like they're like somewhat linked. Somewhat, like a little bit. The one I'm thinking about is a 10. Oh my god. No comment. I don't have anything to say about myself in this aspect. As long as you are being safe and not hurting yourself, you can shove whatever you want in there. That's none of my business. Are you saying I'm creepy? I don't even know what to call. I don't even know what to call what you just did, Squug. Like it's kind of like humorous. Like it's humorous, but I feel like you repeated. You did like the apology. Like you did the cycle too many times. It's like it went from humorous to like something else that I'm not sure what to call. You know what I mean? If you made the joke once or twice, then it's a joke. But you made it like you made it 3 times, which like somehow gets into the level of I don't know where we are now. What is this? What do I do with this information? Bryant Eggplant. How do you feel about Bunny Garden, Squug? We were talking about Bunny Garden earlier. How do you feel about it? I am going to go use the restroom right now. And I'm going to give you time. I'm going to give you all time to talk about how you feel about Bunny Garden. I don't know what that is, so it doesn't exist. It's right here. Here. Look this up and tell me what you think. Hello? hello. How? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why is? Oh no. Okay, I need to do this again. Hi, Sake. Why are you squugging? Why are you squugging? Did I miss a squug moment? Did I miss a squug moment? Why wouldn't they? I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. You don't have to get defensive. Okay. This, to me, looks like... Wait, it changed. Wait, it changed. I was about to type something, but it changed. Hi, Mia. Hi, Momo. Who doesn't hate me, unlike everyone? Squug, I think... Okay. You are way too mean to yourself. Way too often. Hi, Andre. Okay, this... Dude, what? I don't... I have no fucking idea what this is, dude. No. Okay, this is something. No. Dude, no way! I haven't even played this. It's just like in my wish list or some shit. Let's go. Hell yeah. Oh, you want the cute? Okay, here you go, Andre. There you go. I have ears again. You're a cool homie. What? Squug. Okay, you have been following since August of 3 years ago. Probably known me for a bit longer than that. And Inuyasha has actually like been following for less time. So of at least here, of course they know who you are, because you've been around longer, and while you aren't here all the time, I mean, you're here sometimes, so they are aware of you, at least here. You've been here like 6 times max? I think it's been more times than that. You might not speak every time. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too presumptuous. But maybe I'm being too presumptuous, but some people that you like to watch like sometimes share their community here, and maybe like you're here and I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe Inuyasha just has a really good memory, really good memory for people that have been around here for a while. Again, I also think you're just way too mean to yourself. Way too often. So I support people being nice to you? Holy shit. What do you mean you don't like soup? Oh my gosh, I remember this. I think this image is in like the old folder. Because like I actually have the folder of image redeems got so big that I moved like a bunch of the old ones. I moved a bunch of the old ones to like a folder so that like the folder of ones that I have access to regularly doesn't take epic amounts of time to access. Because you know when a folder gets too big and it actually has like pop in, it actually takes time to load. You don't like soup? J. Can you take a look at let's see. Let's see. Did you know that an emote labeled soup is one of my follower emotes? I'm like probably the biggest fan of soup that I know of. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound pompous. It's just Huh? I think Jay, you're the first person in the past 4 years that has actually like doubted my appreciation for the substance that is overly hydrated nutrition. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mods, toss Jay into the soup. No. Don't put Jay in the soup. Soup needs to be nutritious and clean. And cats do clean themselves to a degree, but I would never put a cat in a bowl of soup. Thank you, Steph. I've decided that today the ears are part of the cute redeem. Because this model does not have any cute things about it. You got rid of the soup tag? I wanted to make room for people to put funny tags. I'm not gonna lie, Buttercup, I wanted to make room for people to put funny tags. Hi, Rieri. That's like, is the soup tag accurate? Yes. Is the soup tag useful? No. I am very clean and nutritious and yummy. I'll be the judge of that. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that here. I'm not gonna do that here. Hi, Jazza. I'm here for fucking soup content. Well, I'm sorry, Jazza. I've never had intercourse with any soup. I just really like eating it. Thank you, Andre. For that. If you were a cake, and went back in time before you were a cake, would you eat the cake? That question doesn't make any sense, Andre. I'm not gonna lie. Mildly tempted to add something horrible like the Patriot tag? Well, you see... That's not what I meant. Well, look, Jazza, I decided to take your comment literally, and it was funnier that way. Okay. Buttercup, see, this is why every streamer worth their muster treats redeems that require a text box. It's almost like a secret test, because you know, they want you to be fun. They want you to be fun and funny, right? But they're also using the text box as a test. So, if you understand that the tag Patriot would piss me off, you would know not to use it, right? Did we pass? Oh, we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. You if you know, if you decide, you know, when you're streaming with your nearly 1,000 follows, you know, you're getting there. Congratulations in advance. I'm sure you'll get there soon. Text box redeems have always been a test. Have always been a test. And any streamer that says it isn't is lying. Redeems that require you to type something are like, well, they're there for fun. They are definitely there for fun, but they are also there to test people. Because when like new people show up, and you know, sometimes new people don't take the time to read the room, and they say some fuck shit in that text box, well, you as a streamer just got a free reason to ban them. And that's my advice from me to you. Always treat a text box redeem as a test, because unless you are like a highly trustworthy and respected member of a community, you are being tested for your ability to use something responsibly. GLaDOS tag. Strange, but Cormorano Imperatore, not offensive. You have passed a very basic test. You have been here long enough and have read the room for long enough to understand that, like, I am not going to throw you out of the airlock for that. It's been a minute though. I hope you're well. It's been a minute. I hope you're well. All right, should be there. Should be there. I don't know why you wanted the GLaDOS tag, but I don't see anything wrong with the GLaDOS tag, so it passes muster. How about Chef Boy Orleans? I mean, don't get me wrong, I do cook something I think is fun sometimes, but I don't really think I cook often enough to chef it up in any respect. What's GLaDOS? GLaDOS is an artificial intelligence from Valve's Portal series of games, which so far includes Portal and Portal 2. Hi, Darren. Good to see you. I have played Portal and Portal 2. I would say they're both enjoyable. And they're not like they're not dead properties in the way that like people have made a bunch of fan content for you to enjoy. So if you enjoy the adventuresome puzzle based nature of Portal, there's like a whole bunch of content for you to enjoy if you're willing to download community made maps. You didn't play Portal 1? Really? Huh. I mean, I would say you don't need to play Portal 1 to enjoy Portal 2, but I feel like your enjoyment of Portal 2 will certainly be deepened by playing Portal 1. Don't forget Bridge Constructor Portal. I can't say I forgot it. Smarek, because I've never heard of it before. I can't say I've forgotten it because I've simply never heard of it before. Smarek is Bridge Constructor Portal like just an entirely community made game? Can't for wait for Hunt Down the Freeman. Hunt Down the Freeman is not a, as far as I know, is not a Valve product. Right? It's just like a fan-made alternate like universe game or some shit. Bridge Constructor Portal. Let me okay, Control C. No, not that window. Control V. Bridge Constructor Portal. Engineering simulation incorporates elements of Valve's Portal series. Deno, I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard of this game before, but you're not wrong. It's like some form of official Valve content. I don't know if I would call it a sequel. I don't know if I would call it a sequel, Smare. If it's okay to call you Smare, I feel like I would call it like it's like its own thing. It features and a character from the Portal series, but I don't know if I would call it a sequel. It's kind of like its own thing that just happens to be set in the Portal universe. A spin-off. That is a good word. That is a good word to use there. Spin-off. Spin-off is a good word to use there. And I'm not trying to say any of this to like diminish the game. It's just, you know, some people care about continuity and lore and stuff, and I'm not one to upset the balance in that department. So I'm not here to make I'm not here to make big claims about those kind of things. Good night, Squug. Good night, Squug. Enjoy sleep, enjoy dreams. It can't be a sequel. We all know Valve can't count to 3. This is gonna sound silly, but I would consider myself within the group of people that think that Half-Life 3 might not be quite finished in a way, but I think Half-Life 3 probably already exists to some degree. It just hasn't been released in any way that the general public can access. I think several assets and sequences of activities, like levels. You know how a level of a video game is essentially assets plus a sequence of events? I think that assets and sequences of events have been put together in a way that Half-Life 3 could exist. But Valve just isn't happy about how those things could be presented. And therefore, because they aren't happy about how those things could be presented, they haven't been presented. And I know this is like, you know, when it comes to the like, Half-Life 3 definitely exists and Half-Life 3 is a pipe dream, like, this is a very fence sitter position. Honestly, Valve is kind of a kind of a fence sitter organization. When it comes to their like most cared about intellectual properties, they are very, 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 very worried about how their most quote unquote important intellectual properties will be like viewed. Like, realistically, they could have released 20 Portal sequels by now. They could have just have developers make levels upon levels upon levels of puzzles. They could have just made like 1,000 Portal puzzles by now, and the lore and the story wouldn't really matter, right? Because, like, you know, I mean, if you just want to make money, like, Portal is just there to make money. Portal is just a puzzle machine. How many drinks are you in? 2. I've had 2 drinks. I have had 2 drinks that have alcohol in them. Do I sound that insane? Valve is a crazy company. Valve is a crazy company. Actually, I've never seen Pedros. I've had Jacobs. Andre, I don't know what that means. Oh my god, my chat is like so far behind that my chat has like lost the ability to 7TV. Blood had a white wine and a ginger ale in his act off. Do I really sound that crazy? Do I really sound that crazy? Mia, crying. Do I sound that crazy? I think, like, Valve, if Valve really wanted to, they could just, like, release, like, some version of Portal every, like, year. You just need to have, like, a vague enough link to the original story and some puzzles to work through. Because, like, oh, GLaDOS got back in control, and GLaDOS wants to make you go through puzzles. Like, but the reason Valve doesn't do that is because they actually, like, care about the timeline to a degree. They don't want to make gamers go through a bunch of, like, officially sanctioned puzzles with shitty story. If Valve wanted to make Portal 3, I think they would make a decent set of puzzles that would be accessible to the general public, but at least somewhat enjoyable by the Portal fan base. And the story attached to those puzzles would be at least somewhat engageable. that's an interesting thought, Pepsi, but I don't think I'm knowledgeable enough to agree or disagree. But I mean, did my last comment about Portal make sense or not? I think it did. I think it did. I think it did. Isn't GLaDOS Chell's mom? I don't think so. Chell is a human, and GLaDOS is an artificial intelligence? What? Huh? My background is broken, I've just realized, because my background has reached its lifespan. It's implied that GLaDOS is/was her mom. Well, I guess maybe I'm just not intelligent enough, because when I played Portal 2, I did not get that. It might be an interpretation, but I didn't get that out of Portal 2 myself. I don't know if there was lore to the game. Oh, absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. It's implied that Aperture Science was a company that existed with like a whole corporate structure and a story. It's somewhat tied into the world of Half-Life. It's sort of meant to be implied that it's unsure how tenuous that relationship is, but people generally assume that it is linked to the Half-Life universe. Are you gonna play Laser Fear tonight?
What is that?
I am. I promise I'm gonna start the game after the next ad that is going to happen soon. Thank you, Ivy. Mia, 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 you've been here long enough to know I rarely get to yap for this. I rarely get to yap for this long. This is very rare. I would have usually started playing the game by now. But I don't know, man. The Yapageddon happened. Me too, Fizz. Me too. So I am going to grab some water. I'm gonna grab water. Playing the game is just yapping with more steps. Shh. Water. No. I promise I'm getting water and I'm gonna go use the restroom. So, BRB. Hello. Hi. It's the time that some of you have been waiting for, I assume. Natoyo! Hello. Hello, Natoyo. Hi. How's it going? Hello. Hi. How are you? How is League? Ah! How is the time spent challenging others to competitive fighting in an isometric sense, I suppose. I think that's how I could describe League, is fighting in an isometric sense. I'm surprised you weren't playing Tarkov. I feel like that's your like usual go-to. How did it go? It was fun? Good. You're lucky. You're lucky. You just caught us. You just caught us at the end of an ad. Haven't touched it in a while? That's okay. I can't judge. I've never played the game ever. I'm about to start. I know it's quite late, but somehow I spent too much time yapping. I'm about to start Layers of Fear, but did you know I already owe you 2 songs? So I hope you ask me to sing something now before you go, because I would hate to owe you 3 songs. Tarkov Rehab? Having a League as your Tarkov Rehab is pretty wild. But I can't judge because I've never played League. And as much as I complain about video games, I really do make an effort to never complain about anything I haven't played before. Add it to the tab. No. Netoyo, I don't. Okay, do you like actually have to like leave like right now? Like right now? I can add it to the tab if you really want me to. But brother, you need to start hitting that tab. Thank you for the shout out to AE, who I literally saw earlier in Discord. I swear, AE, I saw you in Discord earlier, like working on your merch or something. But hello. I'm just welcoming. I am currently welcoming in a raid from the homie Netoyo. If you don't know Netoyo, AE, because I want to say AE, you're probably the only person like that just showed up that doesn't know Netoyo. Netoyo's one of the he's been one of the homies for a minute. He likes playing a lot of I would say he likes playing like shooter games, but you know, also enjoys other stuff. But like Tarkov was a big one for a while. I play all games. Yeah, I've never I've never known Netoyo to discriminate against games. I've never known Netoyo to discriminate against games. Hi, Andre. I was. It's all ready for tomorrow. That's true. Not to distract from the raid, but AE has been working on some like merch for a minute, and it's supposed to be ready today. Even the ones I hate. Well, I've played some games that I've hated myself as well. But I definitely only found out I hated them after I played them. But Netoyo, you are ignoring something. You are distracting us from the fact that I should sing you a song. So, do you have to go? Or is it time for me to sing you a song, mister? That this is as close as I can get with this model, by the way. I can't get any larger than this. We love it when Arlene sings us a song. Exactly. What is this? Well, disobedient cat. Welcome in from the raid with Netoyo. I was just yapping, but I was about to start playing a horror game. But then a certain orca raided me, and I like to sing for raiders. And the problem I have, I'm like half joking. This is like half serious. So Netoyo has raided me and ran away 2 times already. So I'm hoping on this like 3rd time that maybe he had something he would like for me to sing to him. Because I like to sing for raiders. That's my tradition. You might not like my tradition, but hey, this is my channel. I have my traditions. There's no need to cry. There's no need to plead. There's no need for any of that. Look. Look, Netoyo, come on. Does this look like the kind of boy that would bully you? Come on. Be honest. Does this look like a bully to you? This is the kind of boy. This is the kind of boy that if you were polite enough, they would probably like inundate your world with pleasure. Rebelliously adorable. Hello. How is the Capricant? How is the Capricant fan doing today? Enjoy your cereal, Deso. Enjoy your cereal. Okay, Netoyo. Netoyo. I don't know. Maybe I've never made it clear to you. Maybe I've never made it clear to you, but if you don't have an idea of what you would like, I like, don't mind just picking a song myself. But I would like you to know, like, I do owe you 2 songs. I'm doing an okay, a little stressed, but got to hang out with friends today. That's good. Why has Orleans become so sad? I'm not sad. I'm not sad at all. I just what can I say? I feel bad. I feel bad that one of the homies that wants to appreciate me doesn't um know what they want me to sing, I guess. So you know what? I'm gonna go with one of the classics, and then I'm gonna play the game for a bit. And I promise, as soon as this song is over, I'm gonna focus on the game. And also, cross your fingers right now. I'm gonna focus on the game on Friday as well. No yaps. No yaps on Friday. Cross your fingers. Hope for me to die. No yaps on Friday. Just gaming. Just gaming on Friday, okay? Because I know I yapped too much today. Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember, and a song someone sings once upon a December. Someone holds me safe and warm. Horses prance through a silver storm. Figures dancing gracefully upon my memory. Na, 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 na. Someone holds me safe and warm. Horses prance through a silver storm. Figures dancing gracefully upon my memory. Far away, long ago, glowing dim as an ember, things my heart used to know, things it yearns to remember, and a song someone sings once upon a December. Dum, 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 dum. Thank you so much. Um, uh, be right back. Hello. Ah, I'm back. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Bonjour, Cormorano, Imperatore, and rebellious, adorable. Hi.
I know how you must feel. Lost. Alone. Hopeless. You probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way.
How are
A way
Mr.
to bring it all
Leans?
back.
Tired.
The one precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
Every portrait that is painted with feeling is a portrait of the artist. But then the text is neglected, and I don't get to finish whatever was meant to be expressed. Hmm. Hmm. What's this? La. Whoa, that's bright. Okay, what if I... That's not what I clicked, but whatever. How is this one detail so attached to the graphics? Am I meant to know what this says? Popkel? Most of it is unintelligible. There's a weighing tool. Okay. I love not knowing how to crouch. Camera zoom, right mouse button. Sprint is left. Left. What is the point of opening the door if I can't, like, activate anything in it? You know, like, is it cute that I can do this? Sure. But the point that I can't crouch, I cannot crouch. Crouching is, like, just not a thing in this game. Which I guess we have to remember. Ah! Rose dorée, which means golden rose. Burnt umber, which is a different color. And sienna, which is a different color. 25 brushes. 50 packs of air fresheners. 10 kilograms of apples. 30 booze. Who knows? Who knows what booze means in this context? Oh. Me in. Aha, a light. Okay, we have some supplies in here that don't seem like I mean if you were in a bind, apples would definitely be better than nothing. Come on. There you go. Sorry, I feel like it's important to move stuff back to where it was if you're like done with it, because then when you get back there, you're more likely to notice when things change. You know what I mean? So, ow. Here is a record of the prosthetics company. But we're not quite sure who got it. At least not without more exploration. I could fuck up 10 kilograms of apples real easy. That's like a dangerous amount of apples. I don't know if I want you being part of like general society, yo. Sir, I didn't touch the workshops. Just like you asked, although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, you care so much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office. Have a nice day. Feels like a cop-out, to be honest. Feels like a cop-out. kilograms of apples is a fuck ton? I mean, yeah, I feel like 10 kilograms of any significant resource is like a lot, right? Oh, okay, this door needs a key, but we just don't know which one, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna walk around for a bit and try to get like a lay of the land. I wish there was a way for me to like expand the Ugh. Like cooperation pool, I guess. Fuck, what is the how do I look at like the main map? You know what I mean? Ah. Oh boy. You get me? I wish I could get myself right now. Because sadly I feel afraid. Bah. Can't open that door. We might be able to go to a different floor altogether. I thought we were on the first floor.
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around, so funny. Stumbling here and there, stumbling everywhere, and I must declare, I stepped right on her toes, and when she...
Okay, we managed to get a ring. That's good. I think, honestly, I am very, very anti-monarchy. Because even though in the general quote unquote world order, like monarchies like that are generally chill, it's like you can't just like assume what a groups want off of their first attack. If they're willing to bomb schools, it means either A, you already bombed schools yourself, which A, already happened, or B, you're more than likely to just send your way Harris's way, which is fair. This is one of those rare moments where I feel like no matter what I do, I win and I lose at the same time. Because I just know too many people, I guess. I know too many people. You know what I mean? Da, 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 da. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Um. Okay. You guys get to why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Hello? Oh my gosh. I wasn't even like worried about this, but now I am, I guess. I haven't said hi to this person in a minute. So we're just gonna head that way out of freaking nowhere. Because why not? Hey. Hey. Windbreaker. Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry you're finding me at like the end of stream today. I don't have much energy like left in me. I guess I could like sing another song, because I haven't sang much today. Right? Thank you for supporting the stream. You know what? We haven't actually rated this person, like, ever. And I'm just hoping they haven't had too many raids in a minute. So here's the end of stream, okay? Here is the end of stream. I'm sorry I'm not like equipped for this. I usually am. But I also, you know, thankfully I haven't had to deal with well, war in Iran. I can't believe this is happening right now. Can't believe this is happening, to be honest. It's crazy to me. But the timer's not going off, is it? Windbreaker? The timer, I mean those are good raid messages, but like the timer's not going off, is it? No, okay, good. I'm just I know it's silly to sound like it, but I'm just making sure I don't just like sing to the void. Because I would hate, like, as much as I love singing, I would hate to sing to no one. So it would be weird to like send the raid out in the middle of stream. Right? La la da da. I'm not sure what song to sing like right now, but this is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one as far as I know. Let me close that, close that, close that, close that. Oh, but I know you didn't. Actually, this song is way too fast. That song is way too fast. Let me sing something slower. Just because I realize I'm too tired to sing something fast. I'm too fast. I'm too slow to sing something fast. Wait, why is my screen black? Why is my screen black? What happened to my screen? Where did my screen go? Hello? Hello? Oh my god. What? Why is my screen gone? I don't even know why my screen left me. But it's too late. It's too late for me to worry about this. You guys say hi. Say hi to say hi to Lyle for me. I just apparently I have uncovered some kind of magic substance that made my screen die. I don't know why my stream died for like a minute there. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry.